The first crack of tension hit the moment the general stopped mid-speech. My brother stood on stage beside the other candidates, chest puffed, uniform crisp, basking in the applause he thought he'd earned alone. My parents sat straighter, pride practically steaming off them. They had waited years for this moment, his moment, but the general's eyes weren't on him. They were on me. "Colonel, you're here?" he said, voice echoing over the mic, cutting through the cheers like a blade. The entire room stilled. My father's jaw dropped. My mother's face drained white. And my brother looked like someone had ripped the ground out from under him. I didn't move, didn't smile, didn't blink. I simply inclined my head. It was enough. People assume betrayal is loud. Slamming doors, screaming matches, shattered glass. Mine came quiet. It started the day I enlisted. I was 18, restless, hungry for purpose. My father told me it was a phase. My mother said I'd never last. My brother laughed, clapping me on the back and whispering, "Go on. Drop out quick so Dad can stop pretending you matter." They didn't come to my basic graduation. They didn't answer my calls during BUD/S. They didn't even acknowledge the day I earned my trident. Instead, they crafted a story, their story, that I washed out, quit, embarrassed the family. My mother repeated it at every dinner. My father nodded along. My brother used it to inflate himself. I learned to stop correcting them. Silence, I discovered, is its own blade. And I was sharpening mine. Years passed. Deployments blurred together. I rose through the ranks, consistently, quietly, effectively.
Colonel.
A title earned in sweat, blood, and bone-deep discipline. And not once did my family know. They never asked. They never cared. But something shifted the year my brother enlisted. Suddenly my parents had a military child to brag about. Suddenly they attended everything: orientation, trainings, prep classes. Suddenly they were patriotic pillars of pride. And my brother? He soaked it all up like a sponge. Dad used to say loudly in front of relatives, "See, this is how you do it." Not like her. Never my name. I watched from afar, rarely home, rarely acknowledged, rarely missed. Until the invitation arrived. A bright, proud, arrogant envelope. "You are invited to the sealed trident ceremony of brother's name. Family must be in attendance." Family. I laughed. Short, sharp, joyless. That was the moment the plan took shape. Not revenge out of spite. Revenge out of truth. It was time they learned exactly who I'd become without them. I arrived early, dressed plainly. Not uniform, just myself. I sat in the back row. Invisible like they preferred. My parents didn't notice me enter. My brother didn't glance my way. They didn't expect me to show. Not the dropout, not the shame. Not the daughter who never amounted to anything. The ceremony began. Speeches, applause, medals. I watched my brother step forward, receiving his trident with a smile so wide it almost stretched into lies. Then the general stepped to the mic to congratulate the families. His gaze drifted, caught on me, stopped dead. I saw the recognition bloom. Slow, stunned, undeniable. He lowered the mic, tweaked the feed. He told the technician, "Pause." Then he stepped off the stage and approached me. The room watched his every step. He stopped 2 feet from me. "Colonel," he said, loud enough for everyone to hear. "I didn't expect to see you here." My father twisted in his seat so quickly his neck popped. My mother pressed a hand to her chest. My brother went still, too still. "Colonel?" My father echoed, voice cracking. The general smiled, proud. "One of the finest officers I've ever served with. Your daughter led operations your son will study for years." Gasps, whispers, eyes burning into me. My brother stared, betrayal and humiliation battling across his face. Why didn't you tell us?" he whispered. I finally stood. "For 10 years, I said quietly. You all decided who I was without asking. You liked that version. It made you feel bigger." My father sputtered. "You let us believe." "No," I cut in. "You believed what you wanted." My brother swallowed. So what now? You want me to praise you? The desperation behind his bravado was almost pitiful. I stepped closer. I don't need your praise, I said. I just wanted you to see the truth before you spent the rest of your life bragging about something you thought you'd beaten me at. His lips trembled. You came here to ruin my day. No, I said. I came here to stop letting you ruin mine. The ceremony finished in stunned silence. My parents approached me afterward, voices soft with the kind of respect they'd never shown before. Why didn't you tell us? My mother asked. Would it have mattered? I replied. Her silence was answer enough. As I left the hall, the general caught up to me. You handled that well, he said. I shrugged. Truth has its own gravity. Outside, the sun hit my face, warm, bright, liberating. For years, I let them shrink me. Today, I let them see me, and I enjoyed the view.